test. Okay, boom. All right. Okay, it's a little bright. Just realized that. Hold on a second, guys. And 1 second. Oh, super strong. Oh, ow. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, that's a little bit better, right? Okay, let's see. Who's here? Shelly's here. I made Max Mystery into a gnome, and he is cracking me up. Looks like he is in. uh, let's see. Shayna's here. Oh, Lindsay was feeling bad, I guess. Lauren, sweet. Lauren, I'm really enjoying your whoop. I'm really enjoying your presence here. And thank you for joining our little group here. Let's see, who else? Carla's here, sweet. Oh, Lindsay, COVID. Yeah, well, I think this class is gonna be kind of chill. Um, okay, and then Jackie, sweet. If I missed you, or if you choose not to comment, that's fine. But the mic's a little low. Okay, so. Oh, Jackie, I read that. Jackie, I'm sorry. Um, I'm sorry that your cat has passed away. I know that that is very painful, actually. The reason I don't own, hey Claire, the reason that I don't own pets is because my heart got broken too much when the only pet that I really owned by myself, essentially, was a cat that I had to put down, and it was so painful that I really just don't think, as low maintenance as even cats are, that I want to go through that again. So I definitely feel your pain, and I think my talking isn't in sync with my lips. That might be something else. You might have. Okay, so so Tara is telling me. There's Tara tonight. She and there's Rex. She is telling. Ooh, that's a little dark. She is telling me that that I may be out of sync. So I don't know if that's true or not, but there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Um. Okay, I'm right on. Good. Okay. I think it's our TV. It's the system that I've got monitoring you is delayed. Sorry about that. Um thanks for yeah, wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I have mentioned this before. Actually, Jackie, you've probably heard me give this speech before, but one of my favorite ways that I've ever been exposed to for dealing with pet loss was through the writer Milan Kundera. He was like probably most famous for writing The Unbearable Lightness of Being, but he wrote a lot of good books, and I think it's Immortality. I can't remember the name of it, but there was one book where the main character is a dog lover, like just like a hugely dog person and owns them, and or one, and he talks about when the dog passes and why it hurts people so bad, because the dog in the story does pass. And his explanation for that is that he borrows from Christianity, and he says that, so like in Christianity, and he's not a religious writer, this is just how he makes a point, that in Christianity it is only the human that fell out of the Garden of Eden, that it was only Adam biting the apple, but all the other creatures, all the other trees remained in that unconditional love space. And so your dog or your cat or your pet or your parakeet or whatever it is like your connection to uncorrupted love. And that you are nurtured by that connection, by that connection to the love that never fell. And so when your animal passes away, it isn't just them that's passing away. It's your connection to that love that you feel will always be there for you from this thing. And so it's very, like, I always appreciated that, and it really helped me, understand. So I hope that offers comfort to someone, as it has to me, but if not, thanks for indulging. Tara, do you have anything you want to say before we get going? Okay, cool. I hope you understand. All right, so tonight's class, so full transparency here. I really could use some suggestions. It is hard, or it's not hard. Like, I'm not saying this because I want you to say thank you, Bax, for everything you do. That's not what I'm saying. I love doing this. It's so fun. Teaching twice a week and having to have a theme for every class, so that people will want to watch or watch it on replay. It's kind of exhausting, and I still want to do it. I'm loving this, but I could use your suggestions. So if you have suggestions, even if you hardly ever comment, even if you don't even know if you'll watch the class you're suggesting, I could use some suggestions. I would love to kind of know where, and every time you guys make a suggestion, it always goes well. So thank you for that. And so if you have any, you can comment during this class or just throw them on any video. I'm going to make sure I catch up on all the comments, but thank you. All right, so let's jump into class tonight. The reason that I mention all of that is that tonight's class is really, I realize that the full moon is tomorrow. That honestly, in truth, I don't really pay attention to that kind of thing very much. But it gave me some ideas for pictures, and then when I looked up the meaning of full moons on Wikipedia, and then I looked into some more new agey sites, and I'm down. I don't really have that belief system, but basically it's on this full moon, we're supposed to think about abundance, think about transformation. I read this one site that said, you weren't supposed to plan new things on the full moon, that you're supposed to just sort of look back and enjoy and embrace and all of that. And with winter coming, it also means the cold moon because winter is coming. And so it all just sort of made sense to me. And so I think your hooping, some people have a really restricted spaces and their hooping can stop once they get cold, once the weather gets cold. And so tonight, hopefully, we're going to do things. Hey, Rex. Tonight we're going to do things that I think you could do in tight spaces. So, oh, there's Jennifer. Oh, nice. Well, thank you, Lauren, for saying that. I don't know, Tara, if you're reading the comments, but they get the newest are at the top. Okay, so let's if you're watching us on Facebook, there's a good chance we're going to get kicked off when I play this song. So you might want to switch to YouTube. It's Hoop Path Bax or Baxter Hoops, any of those things. You'll find my channel immediately, and I'll be live. It'll be the... Actually, let's not get kicked off. Oh, I got it. I know what I want to do. All right. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Tonight we're going to start with the silent sway. but it won't really be silent because I'll invite you to hear your breath while you're moving. And to do that, you can make your breath slightly audible. I like to close my eyes while I do it, but whatever feels good. Audible breath in. I don't like being cold.
Like a desert bloom, I sit at your feet.
But I'm going to have to be.
Like a desert bloom,
Winter is coming.
I sit at your feet, trolling for raindrops.
Audible breath in.
To fall from your lips, to fall from your lips, waiting to be awoken and born by your calling, waiting to be awoken and born by your calling, I'm waiting.
Audible breath in.
The blood-red lullabies rocking my throat. The blood-red lullabies rocking my throat. My whole being trembles.
All right. Okay. All right. So, kind of funny story. It's been a while since Tara's taken a class at night here with me, and she wore green, and it's totally cool. It looks great, but it also matches the green screen. So that we're not trying to be cute or anything funny, but she forgot. Well, I didn't even think about it. I would have told you, but I didn't even think that I was going to be doing green screens on here in a second. So I don't know if you guys can sort of see, but Hey, walk over to the other one. They'll see it. No, the other side. Yep. Yeah, you see the moon on you. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about discoveries here. All right. One sec. Okay. So, for those of you, I don't have limited space, as you can see. I mean, the camera makes the space look bigger than it actually is, but I mean, I have um, space to hoop indoors, and I prefer to hoop outdoors, but it's not a big deal to hoop inside. But if you do, that's kind of what this class is really tailored for, is, when you have limited space and you still want to get a good hoop session through the winter. So, there. In that one, it's really obvious. That's cool. Okay. So, we've been doing it a lot over the last 3 or 4 weeks, but I really think, well, we've been doing a lot because I want to kind of be better about linking the classes together. But what I'm doing right now is kind of GUI, contact, and I'm doing point. But you could do the same exercise and get just as much out of it if you did samurai. So this is me gripping the hoop right now. And so just to explain the terms, point means that point has more to do with your focus. It means like you are focusing on the point of contact. Whatever you're doing. The GUI comes in because GUI is where you're holding the hoop in your hands, but you're making contact with your core at the same time. So you're holding it in your hands or hand, but it's rubbing like a smear is a classic GUI move. And GUI-ness, actually, I think we'll switch over to our new track here.
I don't believe that even the grain of events in the future is determined. Now, more and more I tend to feel that the world makes itself up as it goes along, that it is like improvisation with music.
And because I'm making contact with me the whole time, my hoop is always really close to me. So for limited spaces, the hoop's not about to fly off of me. It's not about to kill my cat or my dog. Audible breath in. One visual that has helped me stay curious about this type of technique is the idea that the point, no matter how slowly you're moving, that this third point, this smear point or whatever, the one that's touching you, that it's like this raindrop making its way back to the ocean. that its path around you is just part of a long trip home. Audible breath in. And all the different friction points that you feel, those are all that drop. Audible breath in. Get lost, you can always come back to the path of that third point, that contact point. Boom. Okay. Tara's not a big talker. She has a mic if she wants to talk, but I'm not gonna. Oh wow, I'm behind you somehow. Okay. Oh, transitions. Yeah. Okay. Then that one, that's a good one. That one challenges me a little bit because I'm okay. Yeah, your mic's on.
I wanted to say that I did have fun.
Talking to the top of it.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. There you go.
That was fun in trying to find different parts of my body that I don't usually touch with the hoop. Like just places in my back and seeing where I could find that third point of contact or second point of contact that I don't usually find. So that was fun.
Nice. Boom. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I was really digging that song, actually. Okay. Actually, maybe we'll just sort of stay there. Actually, this is, for me, a nice, like, close quarter activity is gooey folding. It's basically what we were doing, but now we're just giving it a name. Folding is any time. There's not really that many rules to folding. Twirling is folding. Spinning, this is a type of folding. It's anytime the hoop folds over an axis, that's folding. So lots of things are called folding. In my classes, there's basically two ways to fold. There is samurai, which just means you're using your fingers, your grip, or whatever. And then there's point. And they both have advantages. With samurai folding, you can be really exact. You can create really sharp images. You can hit really like staccato beats because you have full grip on the hoop, and samurai is really about just learning what you can do with that grip. Point has advantages because it can actually sometimes be flowier. And what I mean by that is that like your hands have muscle memory in them. And so they'll want to grip sometimes and be clumsy. And when you're doing it with your wrist or the back of your hands or just forearms or whatever, that clumsiness isn't there. Tara's mic has some static. All right, we'll figure that out next time. Sorry. Thanks for that report. All right. So we're going to do some gooey folding. With samurai or point or both. I'm going to use samurai right now. I'm fully. I believe you all feel this way about your practice space. But I just will remind you that your practice space might sometimes be you practicing, to one day show someone, or it might just be you practicing for you. And both can happen at the same time. But sometimes people can get stuck in performing for someone else. Practicing for someone else in order to perform. One of the reasons that I was always cool never performing was my practice was solely for me. I wanted to go to Burning Man and blow people away. I wanted people to tell me that I was an awesome hooper. But my job didn't depend on that, and I could practice for me. I could do the same move over and over for a week. Audible breath in. Thank you, Jordan. I am doing kind of a hybrid right now, and it feels awesome. I'm letting my top hand just sort of be in a palm point position where I'm not really gripping, but I'm just letting it. Nice. Terry, you have any thoughts before I ramble on? All right. Okay. I hope I have my songs correct here. Okay, so there is to sort of we're going to get the heart rate going just a little bit more, and I think these exercises will work in small spaces, and they kind of relate to what we're doing. We've done these before. This isn't anything new, but we're gonna do some horizontal rolling moves, and eventually we're gonna do a little bit of core hooping, and then we'll free hoop. But I think this is the track. Okay. Okay. So purpose. Oh. There we go. The purpose of these exercises, Tara and everybody online, is to open up the spine and open up your twisting, so that you are becoming super aware of which side of you is presenting forward, or is in day or in night. In hoop path, night's behind you, day's in front of you. And so all we're doing with this exercise is just waking up your awareness of the two sides of you. To do that, we're going to start with a horizontal movement here, and it could be Tara's doing the classic pass there, which is exactly what we always do, which is correct. I'm not saying you're doing it wrong. I just meant like she's doing the one that I've taught you all several times now. And she's in what is really the upstairs, so the hoop is above her elbow. This is the downstairs. This is like the handshake type thing where I'm reaching into the hoop and just shaking hands with it as it comes across. Boom. Whoa. Uh-oh. My set collapsed. Boom. And then if I take the downstairs with the upstairs, I can start to develop kind of like patterns and rhythms. And I can think of this as sort of 4 different drums behind me, right? Or whatever, just 4 different things. And so there is this, there's this, there's this, and then there's this. And then there's variations on that because you could do all of those with 2 hands on the hoop, or you could do all of those with 1 hand on the hoop, or you could do all those with the same hand on the hoop. This is me doing them all on the same hand. Oop. Well, I did it, but boom, 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 boom. Thumb transfer to go. Boom. I'm doing a thumb transfer to make all that happen by keeping on the same hand. Boom, boom. All right, let's put some music on. Ooh, okay, so Tara's also doing something that I dig right now. She is, see how her sorry, I always jinx people when I bring it, but what she was doing, and I'll just tell you what you were doing so you can do it, is she has awareness in her offhand right now. Like her offhand is aware, it's doing something, and you know, just that, keeping that awareness in your hoop flow, I think is really going to help us when we turn 85 and 90 years old. I really do. I think just like, you know, teaching the body to do multiple things, to split its awareness is a good thing. So I'll demo some of what we're talking about with this move. This is the move. I can add variations by just like allowing it to spin in front of me when it comes across. I can keep it on the same hand and run through all 4 quadrants. I can keep it on both hands and run it through all both quadrants, although that's a little bit harder. But the goal of this exercise, Tara's doing 2-point version of this. The goal of this exercise is to open the spine. So whatever works for you, that's what we're doing. We're opening you up to the twist. I really like this song. These are me doing knocks. That's essentially what we're doing right now. I'm knocking the hoop into boom, 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 boom. These would be if you wanted to do angle knocks. Kind of. Hopefully you're feeling taller. That can help. Nice. And the more you twist, the more you flow with that twist, the more you're developing those muscles to handle that twist. Audible breath in. Your energy is going towards this is good for my body. Nice. Okay. That was fun. Okay. Tara just told me she doesn't have anything to say on the mic, so we're just going to go. All right. Actually, yeah. I just changed my mind on what song I want to do. So I want to talk about fits of breaks, and but I don't want to kill your flow at home. So if you are feeling this off body knocks, you could do that same thing. But we're going to talk a little bit about on the body breaks. But we're going to do the breaks really without any core hooping at all. We're just going to do constant breaks. Boom, 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 boom. And this can be tough if you're just learning, but you really do not have to know how to shoulder hoop to do breaks. Like back in the day, we used to call it the West Coast break because they would do the same number of breaks that send it back to the same current. And so you don't really even have to have a second current to be able to do breaks. And so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to just do what we call a fit of breaks. Yeah, I don't know where Homeboy went. Okay, but this isn't going to be hard. I'm going to show you how easy this is going to be, because the skill you were just doing is that twisting is all you have to do for this. Now, I don't want to ruin your fun, so if this is what you want to do, if this is how you want to enjoy the breaks, that's fine. But I'll show you maybe on the bird's eye here that when I'm doing a series of breaks, do you see how my shoulders are changing? Boom, 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 boom. I'm sending the hoop to the other arm or to my chest. You want to think about a destination for where you're sending the hoop. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but there's a method to my madness tonight. We've been talking about the smear point the whole night. We've been talking about contact. So sometimes to help you find this move, think about the center point, this what you might consider like a third point here, and how the hoop is hitting that each time it's going. And sometimes that can help you find your sort of uniformity in your break. That it's not the left hand or the right hand, it's like some point on your chest or your back or somewhere. Probably not hitting your back, but on your chest. There you go. And the quicker your twist, because the thing is that the moment the hoop hits zero, the moment it hits zero, it falls, okay? So when it hits, so your reverses have to be quick because you don't want it to get to zero, you want it to get to almost zero. And then you want to send it back the other way with overwhelming force. I'll show you what these look like in. So I'm here. So if I want to do a fit of breaks, do you see how I'm turning my shoulders? That's what makes it easy. Now I can do this without turning my shoulders, but that's hard. What makes it easy is me using all 100% of my body. Now there's a trick that I do that you don't have to. This is just, my arms are built this way. It just helps me. So I bring my elbows up. So when I'm making these engagements with breaks, my elbow is not down here, it's out here. So it's not here, it's here. Now I'm not saying this is wrong, this is different. And because my elbow's out here, I can push the hoop off of my body a little bit. And so when I'm making these breaks, my 2 points of contact are kind of like my arm and then like almost up to my forearm here. Like it's, so my elbows are so far away from my body here. It's a different feeling. So this is my elbows really close to me. This is my elbows out. I'm like pushing my elbow up. And you could be anywhere in that range. You might be like, Bax, you know what? I love you, but that advice stunk. Or, you might be somewhere in between. But like for me, I'm quicker with my elbows out here because the hoop is like, I'll show you on the. All right, Tara just said it was helpful. So the hoop is not even hitting my back right now. Do you see that? And it's not even hitting my day. It's just being locked. Oh, this is good. Okay, you can sort of see. Sticky. This is one tree actually. sticky breaks though. Nice, T. All right, maybe I did give some good advice. Tara's ripping it up now. There she goes. But anyway, my advice for this exercise, this isn't, I don't know, maybe, is this fast enough? Can you break to this song? Okay. It's maybe not the best song for breaks, but anyway, this is close quarter hooping right here. This is preparing for winter. I'm doing this twist, and my abs are gonna look great in April. And I'm not taking up too much space. I don't have to really move my feet even. I can do this rooted or unrooted. But rooted, most of you are probably good enough to do that now. When I'm teaching in this class, I'm showing you my way. I'm not showing you your way, right? So keep that in mind. Like, you might have your way. I'm showing you my way and sort of like how I got here. But your version of what I'm doing might be totally different, even if it may have been inspired by it. Oh, nice, Carla. Elbows up. Worked for Carla. Sweet. The thing for me, y'all, is that what happens for me is my elbow and arm get more, the longer I've been hooping, the flatter and flatter that they get. And that allows me to kind of keep the hoop, it helps me create like a distance between where I'm breaking the hoop and my body. And I actually do the same thing when I'm out here and I'm doing rolling. I keep my elbows kind of high there in that situation as well. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. This would be like, if I was like flowing. Well, we ran out of music. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah. I actually, I'm with you on that one. That image, Shelley. I used to teach core hooping based on the idea of hitting different pedals or pads under your feet. We're kindred that way. Yeah. Breaking on my forearms and wrists when my elbows go. Nice. All right. Tara, anything to say before we move on? Okay. Actually, let's do one more sort of workouty thing, but not core related, but samurai related. And if you're getting tired, you can take your space from this kind of thing. But when I'm in tight spaces, it's a chance to work on strength as well. And so I can work on these samurai type drills, and I'll show you a variety of them. If I really want to work on my hand strength, just holding the hoop as horizontal as possible with one hand, requires some strength. You're turning the hoop down to make it look flat, and you can switch hands when you get tired. You can do what Tara just started to do, which is a sustained stall, which is, the sustained stall and it looking good really have a lot to do with how well you can grip it, honestly, and what sort of illusions you can create by turning it up so that the hoop doesn't fall down. And then if I touch the hoop, if I'm gripping with both hands, that's just 2-point samurai. And with one, it's 1-point samurai. And there is a classic drill that you can do, and you don't have to do it with me now. I think Tara's done this before, but If you haven't, Tara, just skip it. But it can be fun to do, especially if you're uninspired and you're in close quarters. And this is the move. It comes up. Let's see. I'm 98% sure that. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to show you the move. Take Tara off the camera for a second so you can see me on the bird's eye. So this is the move. You see how I'm staying in the center. I'm rolling the hoop up, pinky to pinky, right? My hands are meeting at this pinky to pinky point, and then I come back down, right? And then I come up and then back down. And that twist that we've been working on all night is where I get the easy up. It comes really easy. The quicker I can turn my spine, then the hoop, yeah, nice tee. The hoop just wants to, like, ride up. Now, of course, there is some wrist stuff that you do, but I'm just telling you that if I try to keep my shoulders still and I do this, it feels more like a workout exercise. If I turn my shoulders with it, then the hoop just like jumps. Like, be careful, you might, crush a lamp right now, but the hoop just sort of jumps up the more you twist with it. Tara's saying she can do one side better than the other. All right, let's put some music on, and we'll play with versions of this. Okay, this is good. All right, so I'm going to show you the move, and then I'll bring Tara back on the camera because she's got it. Yeah, it is a great move for the core. Yeah, you really. I'm going to demo this just for a second, and then I'll bring Tara back on. Boom. 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 Now, you can, for those of you that are advanced, I can do this with one hand, and it looks like this. This is the two-handed. Okay, so I'll turn the music up and we'll just flow with it. And let me show you one more thing here. So I can turn more and more and coil up more and more. So I can come down, turn way behind me. Boom. And you might have different variations of this. Like, let's say your hoop is dropping when you get to the 0 point, like the 0 miles an hour point or kilometers per hour. Maybe you grip it there and then you let go again, right? So I'm here, I bring it down. Maybe I use two hands to grip it, boom, throw it back up. Two hands to grip it, throw it back up. So maybe both hands aren't on it, but there's definitely some like hand squeezing that goes on, or just it's hard to explain, but you'll feel some pressure. I feel some pressure in my palm. My palms are definitely engaged, or my knuckles. But it's a workout, and it's, if this becomes too much, I can hop back down. Yeah. Then I can hop back down, I can come back down here. And then we're pretty much close to the end of the class, so I can. Yeah, okay. We are kind of close. So she's coming down, and She's creating kind of a 3-point break. It's pretty cool, but she's using her offhand to create. Yeah. No, yeah, of course. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, well, I hope this isn't like the most abrupt change in the world, but one of the things that you can do in close quarters is balance. Well, wait, are your arms cooked? Should we? Well, maybe our arm. Are y'all? Are your arms cooked? Maybe we shouldn't do balance right now. Actually, I think what we'll do is some gooey floor. Like I said, I don't want to do balance. Let's relax off that. I want to do gooey floor. This was another exercise I thought about after today's practice. So I'm gonna demo this to you without music, and this will be our last sort of formal exercise, and then maybe we'll have a song or two for free hoop. But this can be a really, I don't know, I mean, maybe it's not for everybody, but I have the floor to do it, but I really like in close quarter hooping, I used to do this in hotel rooms, to let one leg bear weight and let the other leg just sort of lightly touch the floor. And then when I'm ready, I shift the weight into that leg, and then I can make the other foot as light or as heavy as I want to, and I can have a lot of fun just playing with the lightness and the heaviness of it. Like maybe it becomes so light that it pulls off the ground. And even though this is like a slower way to move with the hoop, it actually is a pretty athletic. Oop, that's not the song I thought it was. Here we go. So I'll show you like sort of how this flow would go for me. I would bring my hands in, but I'm putting most of my attention on my feet. My awareness is on my feet. I hoop on top of concrete. My house is concrete. So it's hard, but it's also fun because you can really just sort of skim across the top of it. And I'm using my off leg, or the leg that's bearing the least amount of weight. I'm using it kind of in the same way that I was trying to find the point of contact when we started tonight. Audible breath in. Nice. Good night, Lauren. Thanks for joining tonight. This will be our last song. Audible breath in. Nice tea. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Nope. No. Okay. I think, huh. Okay, maybe we'll do one more song. T, you can stretch or hoop, or I can take you off camera if you want. We'll do one more to kind of wind down. Hopefully the next song works for that. Nope, wait, that's what we just heard. Sorry, I'm making sure this is the song. I think it is. Tara, thanks for joining tonight. If you do celebrate full moons and their meaning each month, then I wish you a happy cold moon. Rachel, that's funny. Rachel says she has a monster Christmas tree. Wow, okay, you went for it. Go big. Look, hey, look. I will always be the friend in your ear saying go big. I promise. Thank you, Carlo. Okay, we'll free it from here. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Rachel. Hey, Rachel, you're killing me with this. Hey, Rachel, don't let me mill that tree. I bet you can build a picnic from that thing. Yeah, Tara wants to see a picture. Sweet. Sweet. All right, we're having fun. Thanks, guys. Have a great night, everybody.